Oh, we are friends with America. Yeah. We need the American army to protect the Kaaba. Hey, George Bush, please come and free Iraq. Saddam Hussein is coming to Saudi Arabia. The stupid George Bush, he went there to defend the Kaaba. Saddam Hussein was going to go and take the Kaaba. If not, the stupid George Bush go to Iraq. Until now, those Muslims are in war together. Until now, Saddam Hussein will be there. He occupy Kuwait. He occupy God knows how much of Saudi Arabia. And, you know, Islam is shish kebab. They call George Bush. They kiss his shoes to come and save them. And then when George Bush come, they say the kuffar is here. The same happened in Iraq when ISIS came. The Shia, the Sunni, please, America, come help us, please, please, please. And then when the American, they finish with ISIS, we want you to leave right now. Why you are here? Your occupation. Hypocrites. And those stupid Americans, they never learn. They never learn. They are dummy. Right? When Taliban, Trump, he told the Taliban, we are going to leave in this day. And Taliban, they are controlled only by 2,000 American. Imagine the whole country, just 2,000 American. They made Taliban sit like puppies. Taliban suddenly they become heroes the day they are leaving. Where have you been for the last 20 years? The guy he told you 4 years ago, in this day we are leaving. Taliban came to town. The Muslims, please take us to America, please. And people, they hold the feet of the airplane, the tires. Someone, he pushed himself in the engine. I mean, they don't want Islam. This is the truth. Afghanistan, half of it already is out of Afghanistan now. And the rest, they will go out soon. What happened? Because Islam is there. But if you ask the Abdul, who is running away from Islam, I said to him, are you Muslim? He says, yes, I'm proud Muslim. This is reality. In the last month only, like Erdogan, he invited all the big rabbis of the Jews. And he told them how much he loves Israel. And how much he supports Israel. And he said, soon we are going to fix our relationship with Israel, and we want our relationship to be wonderful. Why? I mean, Erdogan, isn't him the one who want to take Jerusalem back? He saw a dream that he is going to Jerusalem, blah, 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 blah. This is all for election. But under the carpet, the Mossad is #1 department who the Turkish took information from. In everything. Every weapon Turkey made is under the supervision of Israel. The airplanes, the drone, missiles, anything. If the Israeli decide to stop, Turkey has nothing. In return, Turkey, they give them all the steel they want. All the weapon of Israel is coming from Turkey. But Erdogan, he hate them. Give a freedom to Palestine. This is what he say in TV. All of them, they are the same. But now, the mask is down, the mask of all of them. The king of Morocco, he's asking now Israel to support him in the coming war with Algeria. They are going to go in war. Azerbaijan, all their weapon is either coming from Turkey, which is coming from Israel anyway, or directly from Israel in their war with Armenia. Emirat, now they are buying weapon from Israel, and actually already they order some, so they can fight the Shia in Yemen. Same as Saudi Arabia, same as Bahrain. How long Iran and Israel they will fight? They will never fight. Iran and Israel, they will never fight. All of this is just for propaganda. You see, the Muslim countries, they need always an enemy. Islam without enemy die. This is what holds Islam together, is hate. So if we, you know, the regime in Iran, if they don't have Israel, they have to find a replacement. America, well, it's not convincing too much. Americans are not occupying Jerusalem, right? Israel, it's a small, it's tiny, it's easy to shout at, and they will not invade us because they are small. Americans are different. So, okay, the enemy is Israel. But here we go, the Khomeini regime is there for the last 30 years. They never shot a bullet at Israel. Not even one bullet. Who's stopping you? Every day they say, we can destroy Israel. We will destroy Israel. But they never shot a bullet. Never. So what they do? They have little, you know, militant. So when Hezbollah attack on Israel, they will say, this is not us, this is Hezbollah. And now Hezbollah is playing the same game, by the way. Hezbollah is arming their enemies. It's the same garbage. But they will never fight. Because both parties, they don't want this fight. The Iranian, they knew they are no match. They are no match in any way, in any mean, you know. Israel will make them shish kebab in 5 minutes. The same in Syria, the same in Iraq. Saddam Hussein, he decided to shoot a missile at the Israeli, but his missile did not even kill a rabbit. It's just propaganda. So the Muslim will support him because now he knew he's losing. He knew he's no match. It's a desperate attack. He knew that his army is demolished. Shoot missiles at Israel so he will get support from the crowd. But that will not do anything anyway. But I have to say that Israel, they have a leader. His name is Netanyahu before, and he is the most coward idiot ever. And he is corrupt, and soon he will be in jail. I hope so. I hope this new guy is way better. We will see. Will Saudi and Iran will fight? Yes. If you take, you see, the problem is the only one is stopping this war from happening is the American. Those American, their nose everywhere. If the American, they take their finger from the Middle East, this Middle East will be burning in 5 minutes. It is America who is stopping this war. Persian and Arab is the same as gas and fire. They don't mix. This is history. Will repeat itself. The Persian, they don't respect the Arab and they don't accept them to be their leaders. The Arab, they look down at the Persian and they will never accept the Persian to be their leader. Therefore, both of them, they are seeking power. And now because the Persian, it happened to be that they are the Shia. And the majority of the Arab, they are the Sunni. So the war not only become Persian versus Arab, the war becomes Sunnis versus Shia. So now they have more fuel for the fight. Do you understand? Just today, the Shia militant in Yemen, they attack the airport of Dubai. I don't know if any of you heard the news. But all of us, we knew that those Shia, they cannot really do such an attack. I mean, how in the world they can do such a thing? Those people, they are under drugs. They are not educated. You know, this is Iran. Iranian, they don't dare to do so. Because that will make America go involved and things will go big. So, UAE, under the attack of Al-Houthi. Let us see where's the news. Here we go. Drone attack in Abu Dhabi, claimed by Yemen rebels, killed 3, and actually the 3, one of them is Pakistani, and the other 2, they are Indian, but they are Muslims too. This war is not a war between the Arab and the Persian. This is war between the Arab versus Arab, but Shia versus Sunni. And the hatred is boiling. The only thing is stopping this from going big, so big, is the American. And actually, now because in America we have Joe Biden, it might happen that they go in war because Joe Biden is so weak. The guy, you don't even remember his name. And everybody knows that Obama, he favored Iran. Obviously, Obama is a Shia. He is the one who made the deal with Iran, so Iran will grow and become bigger and stronger. And Joe Biden, he do what Obama he want. So this is why now he's trying to get Iran into a deal so Iran will be stronger and all the sanctions will be lifted up. So Trump, he made Iran weaker. Joe Biden, which is Obama, is trying to get Iran back in its feet. This is the truth. Joe Biden is not the president. It is Obama. Obama is a Shia for sure. You see, Obama first, he said, when they asked him about his faith, he said, me as a Muslim. You remember it's there in the internet. You can watch it. Why in the world you want to say me as a Muslim if he's not? You know, I mean, what is the option for me to make such a mistake if I am a Christian? So he said me as my Muslim faith. And then when Obama, he did everything to protect Iran. He gave them billions of dollars cash. And they will say to you, this is Iranian money anyway, but why you give it to them? You know how they will use it. And he is the one who made the deal, and the deal is for the benefit of Iran 1,000,000,000%. Why? Because it says after a certain year, which means 3 years from now, they can have nuke. So what the deal is about, it's saying you can have nukes. That's all. So Obama was doing everything he can to empower Iran, and he did. Iran became superpower in the time of Obama. When Trump, he came, he cut the wings of Iran. Iran is struggling even to breathe. Well, you know, this European, they are just, I don't want to insult the European people, but European Union as a government is liberal, stupid people. Anyway. And now things is getting really out of control. So it might go in war if the Iranian, they got the green light from Joe Biden that America will not involve Iranian, they can attack Saudi Arabia so easy. I mean, Saudi Arabia is no match to Iran. Iran can take Emirat. This is why the Emirati, they are buying weapons like crazy. They are buying American airplanes, the most advanced ones. They are hoping that, yes, we are small, but look at Israel. It's small too. If we buy the weapon, if we have the weapon, we can stop a country like Iran, but that is impossible. Why? Because Emirat, if we open the map, see, we're going out of the topic, but what we can do. If you go to the map, you will see that United Arab Emirates, it's a walking steps from Iran. They don't even need to do invasion. Do you see it? This is nothing. This is, you know, this is in the corner of their land. So the Emirate, it's a small, tiny country, extremely small. Most of it is empty anyway, too. Population is so small. So they have no army. For sure they have an army, but it's nothing, you know. I mean, this is not even the size of a village in Iran. So if they want to go in war with Iran, if not the American, the Iranian, they will take Emirate in 2 minutes. The Qatar, this is why the Qatari prince, he invited the American to have the biggest base ever in Qatar. And this is the hypocrite. This guy is a Muslim Brotherhood, but the biggest base of the American army in the world is in Qatar, paid by the Prince of Qatar, because he have no protection. So he said to himself, let me bring the American. Who dare to attack us then? Then we have Bahrain. Bahrain, more than 80% of it is Shia already, and they want Iran. So the Shia do not even need to invade Bahrain. All what they need is just to give some arms to the land, and then the people will take over. This is why the Saudi, they built the bridge, cost them billions of dollars between Saudi Arabia and Bahrain. Hoping that by doing that, they can, let us say, keep the land in touch with Saudi Arabia in case of invasion. All right? So Middle East, my friend, it can go in war anytime, and the Middle East have no future. Like, if you are a person who have money and you are investing, let us say, in Dubai, Dubai is going to be a ghost town any second if one missile shot at it. Like today, if those things continue, Dubai will be empty. And now the Shia, they are taking control over a huge part of Yemen, you know, here. And the Sunni do not know what to do. I mean, with all the support of Emirat, Saudi Arabia, you name it, from all Islamic Sunni countries, still the Shia are beating the Sunni. Like lately in the last week, the Sunni, they were able to do some better job fighting the Shia, but generally speaking, the Shia, they are winning. How come most of Bahraini are Shia? Because the most of Bahraini are Shia. You know? Don't you know about Al-Qurmuti? Al-Qurmuti who destroyed the Kaaba? Don't you remember the story? This is where Al-Qaramita is coming from this land. One day those Qaramita became powerful. They took over all over the land, and they are Shia. Al-Qurmuti, he attacked the Kaaba. He killed 10,000 Muslims who were doing Hajj around the Kaaba. He destroyed the Kaaba. He took the black stone and he made it as a pupu stone for 21 years. He is the one, the famous one who said, who screamed, saying to Allah, where is your bird? Because the Quran claimed that Allah, he sent birds to protect the Kaaba. So he destroyed the Kaaba. He killed the Muslims there, the Muslim Sunni, and he was screaming, saying, where is the, hey Allah, where is your birds? Huh? Huh? Where is your birds? No birds show up. And by this, by the way, when he attacked the Kaaba, destroyed the Kaaba, a lot of people left Islam because they noticed that the Kaaba is nothing. Anyone can destroy it. And in the history of Islam, the Muslim, they report how many times the Kaaba was destroyed and even burned. Al-Hajjaj, he destroyed the Kaaba. Al-Qurtumi destroyed the Kaaba. I mean, everybody destroyed the Kaaba. And Allah never do anything to protect the Kaaba. So, you know, for me as a Middle Eastern, I say, thank God I don't live in this land no more, because this is the land of war. Those lands will never have peace. They will never have peace. Look now, I mean, if we try to, even this has become about politics, but it's about religion at the same time. Unlucky. Turkey is collapsing. Bankruptcy. No money. The banks is almost empty. Syria, I'm not going to tell you. The country is too much divided, too many militant, no food, no money, nothing. Kurdish took part, Turkish took part, American took part, Iran took part, The Russian took part, so it became like a shish kebab, and everybody's taking a bite. Jordan, I'm not going to explain to you Jordan. Jordan, they don't even have money to fill up the swimming pool with water. They don't even have water. Iraq, there's no country in this country, and we'll never have a country. Because now Iran is controlling a huge number of the Shia, and those Shia, they have a huge power. They are even equal to the army. So sooner or later, you will have a civil war again in Iraq between Shia versus Shia, or Shia versus the army. We go where? I mean, who's left? You name it. I mean, you tell me. Sudan, go watch the news, click them, you know. Civil war, dictators, army trying to take over, blah, 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 blah. Yemen, the country is burning. Saudi Arabia is in war with Yemen, and they are invading inside Saudi Arabia. Iran is in war with everybody. Pakistan, sooner or later, the country is collapsing. Actually, they are asking the American to put more bond, so their currency will not collapse. They have no money no more. You believe it or not, this is a country support terrorism, big deal. But the one who rescue them is always the American. Afghanistan, I'm not going to explain to you. You know better. What is left? Who is running in Syria? Shia. The one is in control is the president is Alawi, and Alawi is a form of Shia. However, Hezbollah and Iran, they have a major impact in Syria now, and the Russian. We can say that Putin is the king in Syria now, and he will be the king in Syria for the coming maybe, until he die. Right? So if you are a person who used to be in the Middle East and you are out, you are lucky. This is the land of hell. There's no future of it. There's no future. Even for Israel, there's no future. In Israel, they have a big illness. It's called liberals. The liberals are against Israel. Can you believe it? There's a singer, there's an Israeli singer. She made a song, make fun of Dubai for signing peace agreement with Israel. And in her song saying that we took the land of the Palestinian, we demolished their right, we killed their children, blah, 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 blah. I mean, all the song is really horrible against Israel. And she is an Israeli. A nation have people like this will never have a future. They will never have a future. Lebanon, there's no country. Lebanon is a farm. But there's no currency in Lebanon. The $1 is 40,000 lira in Lebanon. So imagine you are a person who have a retirement from the government, and your salary, let us say it is 50,000 lira. Your salary. This is when you retired. It was good money. Now it's $1. $1.20 or 2 cents. So there's no. Those countries are gone. Those countries are they are in hell already. They have no future. And Lebanon, I cannot describe Lebanon better than a farm, because every territory is controlled by lord. And every lord is a puppy of somebody else. Any other question? All those countries are held together because of the American. If the American, they put their nose away, all this land will be in hell. The American is the police, is holding Muslim countries not attacking each other. This is why Islamic population never increased. It increased now because the American, they don't allow them to go in war. Like when Saddam Hussein, he attacked Iran. Why he attacked Iran? Because the American allow it. As simple as that. If the American, they said no, Saddam Hussein would never dare to do so. So the American, they said to themselves, why won't attack Iran at that time? Let the Arab attack Iran. And then the money start coming to Iraq from Saudi Arabia, from Emirates, etc. Like ocean of money. Until Saudi Arabia almost bankrupt. All the oil, all the money of the oil is gone to Iraq. After 8 years of war, the Arab lost. They lost. 8 years. Somebody saying Lebanon used to be majority Christians per war. Yeah, I mean, this is majority Christian or not. You see, the Christian is not about majority by population. The Christian is about how many people are Christian there. And I say to you, in those countries, there's no Muslim, there's no Christians. There's corrupt people. Prostitution is #1 business. The F word is hello. Filthy tongue, everybody. Don't fool yourself with, like the word Christian and the word, they lost their dignity a long time ago. There's a few true believers, the rest is just numbers. There's no future, no religion but Islam. As you see, this is all Islam. Islam is collapsing, you idiot. What's wrong with you? Even your prophet, he says, Islam will shrink and Islam will die. And then the Abdul says to you, the future is Islam. Isn't it your prophet, he says that Islam will go to its hole the same as a snake? Abdul. Which country you are from? Is that important for you, Mr. I am Sudan? Is that really important? Why you are keep repeating the same stupid thing? I'm black, blonde, African American from Japan. Are you happy? Which country you are from? From this garbage countries, all of them. And you know what make me really upset about people who come to America from the Middle Eastern? It doesn't matter Christian or Muslims. All they are the same. Arab Christians, they are so proud. Arab Muslim, they are so proud. And then you sit with them, America is bad. Look at California. Look at it. So why you are here? Go back. A bunch of hypocrite cowards. They die to come to America. They sleep in the street in the front of the embassy to get the visa. They do anything to get the citizenship. And when they come to America, America is bad. I hate America. This is, go back, you stupid son of Muta. Who's holding you? Go back to heaven. They will not go. When Trump, he decided to kick those who have a green card only, but they have a crimes. Everybody start, please, our son, don't kick him out, and the son crying, please, in front of the judge. Suddenly, he's a drug dealer. They want to kill everybody around him. Suddenly, he is a decent. Why? Hey, please, son, I want to be an American, please, This is the reality, my friend. I never saw hypocrite people as much as Middle Eastern. Hypocrisy is their blood. If you test their blood, you will find 99.9, like the election in the Middle East. 99.9 is hypocrisy. The one is not hypocrisy, is lies. They love it. And this is not only the Muslims, by the way. I just say to you, Arab Christians is no better. I never saw one Arab, Christian or a Muslim, he is not so proud. About what? I have no idea. You tell me, about what? Police there is corrupt. Judges is corrupt. King is corrupt. President is corrupt. Your sister cannot walk in the street because if she did, 1,000 men will touch her ass. So you have to be a guardian with her. If a woman, she go in the bus, she will come out of the bus, she have a baby already. This is the Middle East. But nobody speak about honor, and nobody speak about dignity, and nobody speak about honesty as they do. But you go in their street, garbage everywhere. You put your laundry in the window, it's gone. Like, where's my underwear? It's gone. This is why every house in the Middle East have bars. Do you see how much security we have? How much decent people we have? In America, there's no bars. And they say America is bad, and then they say to you, there is crimes in California. In America, if somebody fart, this is the country have a 300 million. If one of them he fart, he will be in TV. All the people we have there, it will never be in TV. The truth hurts, my friend. There's a guy, he took a picture of himself when he was 6, 7 years old, next to a hole in the front of his house. And then he took the same picture when he is 35, 36 years old. Same place, the hole is still there. The same hole in front of his house, still there. Why? You call the company, when you are going to fix it, they will say, Inshallah, we will send our team, Inshallah, to fix it, Inshallah. This is the whole country is run by Allah. That's why the whole country is screwed. The only countries who have a better now because of the money, like Dubai, because the one who run the country is not Inshallah, is the Christians, is the Indian, is the foreigners. Go to Chicago. Trust me, Chicago is nothing to compare to the Middle East. Nothing to compare. You have no idea. You have no idea. In the Middle East, over a bird, I remember I was a kid, over a bird, more than 20 people get killed. Over a bird. Fight over a bird. This is not a drug thing. A bird. A pigeon. Chicago. Oh boy. Just to show you people, you know, just to show you how ignorant people here. They think a gunfight in Chicago, can you compare to the Middle East? Just let me give you just a little bit. I will take you around the trip. Chicago, huh? I want to show you what Chicago is about. Do you see this? Do you see those cars with those arms? This is a family. So when two families go in a fight over a pigeon, missiles will be used, RPG, 7-Up, 7-Up, huh? Pepsi, you name it. And you are telling me Chicago? What do you know? Chicago. Oh. Madness. Madness. You want to take a look about Chicago, your Chicago? This is their snack. Here they are dancing, brother. This is their children's. Chicago. Chicago. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know? And this is how real people there, this is how they are. If I show you, you will not believe it, you know? They are naked, they have no shoes, they don't cut their hair, and they have bullet more than their teeth. They are arms to their teeth. And you are telling me Chicago? Just go there. Fight with one of them and let me know what will happen. Chicago. Are fooling who? Shall I take you to a different country? Shall I take you to Iraq now? Or you want to go to Lebanon? Mr. Chicago. Or you want me to take you to Libya? Or Somalia? Chicago. Or Afghanistan? This guy, he thinks Chicago is hell. Oh boy. Arab Christians are the same way, no, but still they are armed too. Like if you go to Lebanon, all Christians are so armed. Like just last year, a few months ago, when the Shia, they tried to attack a Christian area, you know, they came a couple of hundreds. The Christian, they killed 7 Shia. Then they lost 0. So the Shia Hezbollah are very armed, very well armed. But the Christians are very well armed too. And they are very aggressive, extremely aggressive. So they attacked the Christian area. And they thought, okay, those Christians, they will not do anything. You know, we can do whatever we want. But then the Christians there, they made them shish kebab. Literally. You can watch, you know, and you can go to the news. Like the PP gun there in Lebanon is you know, M16. This is the PP gun. It's like, hello. You know. But anyway, I like Chicago's story. Chicago is a war zone. Chicago is a war zone compared to America. You want to see a real war zone? Go to the Middle East. And wherever Islam goes, things will go really horrible. Well, you know, the Arab Christian, they have no choice to either you protect yourself or you will be a puppy for them. So like if you live in Lebanon, you have to arm yourself, otherwise they will take over you. They have no choice. What mindset? It is the place you live in, control what you do. Not a single country in the Middle East is not burning as we speak. Not a single country in the Middle East is in peace as we speak in the Middle East. For a very simple reason. Islam. Islam is the problem. Wherever you go, Islam is the problem. Lord have mercy. You know, and I like it when somebody, he never been in those areas and he want to tell you about what's happening in those areas. How about Kurdistan? Is the same. What Kurdistan? It's the same. Kurdistan now is doing okay because the American there. The second the American leave, the Kurdish, they will be shish kebab. Just wait. And you know, the Kurdish, they should not trust the American. Nobody should trust the American. Trump, he decides suddenly to take his army and leave the Kurdish so the Turkish can eat them alive. And the Kurdish are no match to fight the Turkish. So the Kurdish right now, they are doing fine. But as soon the American, they leave, and this is dependent on who is the president. This country, America, does not have really a leadership. It has parties. One party go to the right, and one party want to go to the left. So when this party go and win, he demolish everything the other party did. So the Kurdish now, They might not go into bankruptcy, let us say, and be slaughtered by the Turkish, because Joe Biden, obviously, he don't like the, you know, the Turkish government. Trump, he was a puppy. He never said no to the Turkish, never. Obviously, he have a business in Turkey, and he put his business first. They are business people. We don't have really leaders. You know, when I say I vote for Trump, Trump is a corrupt, Biden is a corrupt. All of them, they are a bunch of puppies, and they are not true leaders. However, we don't have better. Trump still is better than the rest. CP, the countries, we cannot carry guns. How we can protect our children? Well, if you cannot carry guns, well, you carry whatever you can to protect yourself. What you can do. What you can do. Right? You do what you can do. But the coward is the one who do nothing to protect his own family. You see, a coward person, he die 1,000 times a day. A brave man, he die once. Why Shia, they beat themselves in the street? Simply because the Sunni, when they killed the grandsons of Muhammad, the Shia did not come to help and support the grandsons of Muhammad. So they beat themselves for sorrow. The Sunni, they killed the grandsons of Muhammad. And the Shia did not jump to support the grandsons of Muhammad. So this is why, in this occasion, they beat themselves until they bleed. And this is why the hatred between the Sunni and the Shia is impossible to fix. Well, it doesn't matter really who is going to come, Democrat, Hillary Clinton, or anything, the same garbage. And if Trump, he came back, he is stupid too. I mean, Trump is not really good, but he is better than Joe Biden. At least he can fix the price of fuel and gas and food. But Trump is not really that genius. The only smart thing he did when it's come to politics abroad, it was putting sanctions on Iran. The rest is stupid. Trump, he was not the president of USA during the 4 years of his presidency. He was a president of Israel. All what he is busy with is how to make the Arab shake hands with the Israeli. That's it. That's why they got him in the election. He was not aware what preparing for him. Zoraida, I just answered. The Shia, they beat themselves because they did not support the grandsons of Muhammad. When the Sunni, they killed them. How Muhammad, he have a grandson? Well, Muhammad, he have a grandsons from his stepdaughter. However, the Shia, they believe that Fatima is the only true daughter of Muhammad. The rest are stepdaughters. So this is what the Shia believe. The Shia believe that Fatima is a true daughter of Muhammad. And her sons is the grandsons of Muhammad. And they worship them. The Shia, they don't believe that Muhammad and his family, they are people like us. They believe that they are light from the forehead of Allah. And they have a form of a human, but they are made of light. You know, I don't want to talk about Trump, but Trump, for me, he was really dumb in many things. One of them is the Turkish. even with Iran. I mean, the Iranian, they hit back, and they injured more than 20 soldiers, and Trump, he act if he heard nothing. You know? This is not how, like this now, the Republican, they say to you that Joe Biden is not as strong. Well, was Trump strong? What he did with Iran, beside the sanction? He killed the one guy. Even that one, it was for the benefit of Israel. In USA, we don't have really a true leaders. We don't. Trump is not a true leader. He's a businessman. He's a corrupt too. He started hiring his daughter, his son-in-law, and everyone knows that they are corrupt. His brother-in-law, Trump, he went in the house, White House, says, Qatar have to stop supporting terrorism. 2 weeks after, Qatar rented the building of the son-in-law of Trump for 100 years. Have you ever heard of a deal like this? And they paid him a rent for a 100 year in advance. Isn't it obvious that this is a bribe? $1 billion? From all the buildings in New York, they could not find a building to rent except the building of the son-in-law of Trump. So my friend, when they speak about Joe Biden, his son is a corrupt, Trump is no better. Ivanka, she is a girl, she do fashion. Suddenly she became the consultant. What a scam, man. But I know, it's hard to share the truth. A woman, she makes shoes and she sells shoes and bags. She became the consultant of the most powerful man in the world. And her husband is the second consultant. I mean, who's left? What is missing is to hire his son, 10 years old, and make him consultant too. Yeah. But we, you know, we have no choice but to vote for Trump, because look at those idiot Democrat. Democratic Party is a kind of a collection of mental illness ideas. So when we say we want Trump because we don't have better, I mean, there's only this or this. So Trump is way better than them still. 1,000,000 times better. I mean, have you ever heard of anyone, any government, they don't want to arrest a thief? You go in New York, you see people, if you steal something less than $1,000, they want to arrest you. I mean, so they go to Walmart, they grab a bunch of things and they will leave. They call the police, they said, so what we would do, it's less than 1,000. That's why California is messed up. That's why the guy here was saying to you, Chicago, right? But still, we cannot compare it to the Middle East. We don't have leaders. We have a bunch of idiots. If you are a person is going to come to America, never go to a liberal state. Never. Doesn't matter who you are. Unless you are a thief. Because then you will enjoy it. Take a look. This is one of the beautiful beaches in California. Nobody want to work. You know, they say to you homeless, like if you show this, they will say to you American, look, they are poor. This is not true. Why they want to work? They got free money, free food, and nobody can kick them. Smoke, drink, sex. This is not because this country is poor. They are out of, they don't have even, you know, like, they cannot even find workers to work. But they don't want to work. This is why liberal states are the most, and not only drugs, look at this, look at this, look at this, zombies. Liberals. And this is a city, 95% or 97% of it is atheist. A zombie city is very well known. Philadelphia. This is what happened with you when you leave your children without the Bible. Here we go. All of them, they are atheist. All of them. Look at this person. Look at this. What is this? Drugs. Oh. I better change this. This is disgusting. I mean, this is... Liberals. 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 They are the same as Muhammad. Anything they touch, they turn it into dust. As simple as that. So if you are a person who got a green card, you want to go to America, I advise you, never go to a state controlled by liberals. Never. Last time I went for the election, you know, you give your ID, etc. So the girl, she want to show me where to go. She said to me, you have an accent. Where are you from? I said, I'm an Arab, Middle East. She said, strange. Usually Arab and Middle Eastern, they vote for Democrat. I said to her, I'm not stupid. You should see her face. She was Democrat. I told her, I'm not stupid. I mean, why when I vote for Democrat? Give me a reason. Democrat. And nobody, you know, the Democrat are the same as Islam. If you don't agree with them, they play victims. Oh, he's racist. He's against the black people. What the black people have to do with Democrat? Actually, Democrat is the party who supports slavery always. They play victim right away. If you don't vote for Biden, you are racist. You are white supremacist. Like, what the heck? They try always to frame you, you know. They are like Muhammad. Why you are voting for them? We vote for what is right for the Christian. When I vote, I don't vote for them. Who said I vote for them? I said I vote for a Republican. What's wrong with you? When I vote for Republican, I'm voting against abortion, against everything which is not, I don't agree with. As a Christian, I'm not voting for Trump. I'm voting for what I believe. Anyway.